All right, if you're gearing up for the GED mathematical reasoning test, you already know it can be a real challenge. But what if there was a way to fix one of the biggest, most common frustrations about studying math? Today, we're going to look at a completely new approach that does exactly that. I mean, does this sound familiar? You sit down, you study for a while, you feel like you're finally making some progress, and then the next day, it's like you've hit a giant reset button. If you feel like you're starting from scratch every single time, you are definitely not alone. It's a huge hurdle for so many people.
And this brings us to what we can actually call the study reset problem. It's really the core reason why getting ready for the math test can feel so broken up, so fragmented, and honestly, pretty discouraging.
Just think about a typical study session. You might be jumping from a YouTube video to a worksheet, and then maybe you ask a question to a generic AI chatbot. The problem? Every time you switch, you have to re-explain where you are and what you're stuck on. Your progress just gets lost in the shuffle, and you never build that continuous momentum you need to really build up your confidence. So, how do we fix this? Well, the answer is in a totally new way of thinking about AI for studying. It's a system built on dedicated, specialized tutors. So here's the key idea. Instead of one generic do-it-all AI, you get what are called pinned AI tutors. The best way to think about it is like this. You get one specialized tutor just for algebra, another one just for geometry, and so on. Each one is a dedicated, ongoing conversation that actually remembers you and your learning journey for that specific topic.
And the difference is just night and day. The old way, using a generic AI, you're stuck with these fragmented conversations that start from zero every single time. But the pinned tutor way gives you a dedicated AI for each topic. This creates one continuous conversation that just builds and builds on everything you've done before. No more resets.
Okay, so this sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Let's break down how you can get your own personalized tutor up and running. It's actually way simpler than it sounds. It's really just 3 easy steps. First, you start a new chat in an AI platform you already know, like ChatGPT or Gemini. Second, you just copy that chat's unique link. And third, you paste that link onto the pinned AI tutor page and pin it to a math topic, like algebra. That's it. That chat session is now your dedicated algebra tutor forever. And this gets right to the heart of the philosophy here. This is not a calculator. It's not an answer finder. The whole system is designed to help you deeply understand the why behind the math. That way, you can solve similar problems all on your own when it's time for the actual test. And these tutors aren't just random AI chats either. They're guided by prompts that were carefully designed by the AI Bridge Foundation. This keeps the whole conversation focused squarely on what matters for the GED. Things like using the official calculator, how to tackle those tricky multi-step problems, and how to correctly read charts and graphs. But the power of this system goes way beyond just your one-on-one chat. It's really about creating a whole learning ecosystem, from tracking your personal progress to tapping into a whole network of support. Because the conversation is always there, it's persistent, the AI tutor actually starts to learn how you learn. It remembers the kind of problems you struggle with and which explanations were the ones that finally made things click for you. Over time, it gets more and more tuned in to your unique way of solving problems. And you get this personalized experience across all the key areas of the GED math test. You'll have separate, dedicated tutors for arithmetic, for algebra, geometry, data interpretation, and, yep, even for those tricky word problems. Each one is focused and each one is learning right alongside you.
And this is a really important point. While the AI tutoring is totally personalized, your learning journey doesn't have to be an isolated one.
The system is also connected to a community forum. This is a place where you can share prompts that worked really well for you, discuss challenges with other students, and even recommend helpful resources like YouTube videos. It's a way to learn from the collective experience of everyone else who's getting ready for the same test. So, what does this all add up to? Well, the ultimate goal here is to build your confidence, not just your knowledge. And that happens by making your progress visible and continuous. The platform has a simple but really powerful progress tracker. You can see at a glance which topics you haven't started yet, which ones are in progress, and which ones you're actively working on. This kind of visual feedback is fantastic for staying motivated and for planning out your study sessions. And it's important to know the why behind this tool. It was developed by the AI Bridge Foundation with a very clear mission: to make math learning more focused, more personalized, and ultimately more successful for every single student. So let's end with this thought. Instead of a static textbook or a forgetful app, what if your study tool was truly dynamic? What if it could remember your journey, adapt to your needs, and actually grow smarter about how to help you every single time you sat down to learn? That is the potential of a tool that grows right along with you.